Students, today we are going to see about human part or very important human organ, human eye. Students, we will discuss about human eye. Today in this video we are going to discuss about various parts of human eye and their functions one by one. Also in this video we are going to discuss about the working of human eye lens. So let us start with the very important article, that is human eye. Here in this video you can see the diagram of human eye. Actually, this is how the human eye looks like. The eyeball is present, which is fitted in our body, and this human eye, it has various parts. The very important part, the first part that we are going to discuss, that is nothing but the cornea. Actually, cornea, it is the outermost membrane, outermost transparent membrane of human eye, and you can see it in this video. It is the outermost transparent membrane which refracts almost all light falling on it into the eye. That means near about 95% of the light which is falling on this cornea, it gets refracted inside the eye through the cornea. This may be asked into the exam, who am I? The part of human eye which refracts almost all light into the eye, that is nothing but cornea. The outer part of the eye which we can see through it, so this outer part, outer membrane, transparent membrane, it is nothing but cornea. And just behind the cornea, a muscular organ, muscular membrane, thick membrane is present, which gives color to human eye, and that is called as iris. Just behind the cornea, the second membrane, thick membrane which is present, which has different colors. That means if I say my eyes are black in color, or someone says my eyes are brown in color, or somebody's eyes are blue in color, so these colors of the human eye are due to this part which is called as iris. Iris gives color to the human eye. The special types of pigments which are present in it, they impart color to the human eye. So this is iris. In the center of the iris, you can see here, there is a small opening which variable diameter. Variable diameter means it can change the diameter of that opening, and that opening, it is called as pupil. So that opening is called as pupil. Actually, what is the function of pupil? Pupil, it is nothing but opening. It allows the light to enter inside the eye. That means if you went or if you go into bright light during afternoon, then large amount of light, if it falls on your eye, then the pupil, it contracts, and it allows small amount of light to enter inside. Whereas during afternoon or during night, during evening, if you went in dim light, then the pupil, it expands and it allows the maximum light to enter inside. So actually that is the function of pupil, that it allows the amount of light to enter inside the eye. The next organ which we are going to see after pupil, just behind pupil, there is a crystalline organ which is called as lens. It is a crystalline biconvex lens which is present in human eye. You can see this type of shape, eye lens. It is eye lens, and it can change its focal length so that to form the image on retina. So this is crystalline biconvex lens which has ability to change the focal length of the lens by adjusting shape. That means it may become flat or it may bulges out to change the focal length. So this is about various parts. Whenever the light falls on this lens, it forms image here on the screen, and this screen, it is called as retina. So what is retina? Retina, it is nothing but light sensitive screen which forms image. That means on which the image is formed, and whenever light falls on it, this light sensitive screen, it generates electrical signal and send it to the brain, and brain interprets that signal. Brain understood the signal, because we know the image which is formed by convex lens, it is always inverted, it is always upside down, but we can see the object as it is through our eyes, because though the image formed here on retina, it is inverted, but the brain, it makes it as the object is. That means brain analyze that signal and show the object as it is to us. So that is nothing but the image which is formed on retina. So these are the 5 different parts and their functions. So this is about human eye. The next very important thing that we are going to discuss in this video, that is nothing but power of accommodation. So what is actually power of accommodation? If we see the distant object, if the object is very far from us, then we know the image is formed on focus. Actually, the eyeball, we know the shape of human eye. So it is somewhat like this. So if the object is very far from us, the image is formed here on retina. So it is nothing but the focus. The focus of this eye lens, it is near about 2 centimeters, and the eyeball, the diameter of eyeball, it is near about 2.4 centimeters. So actually the diameter of eyeball is near about 2.4 centimeter, and the distance of the lens from the retina, it is near about 2 centimeter, and that is the focus of the lens. So to see the distant object which is far from us, the image is automatically formed on retina on 2 centimeters, that is on focus. But we know as the object is coming closer and closer to the eye, that means if the object is coming closer and closer to the lens, the image goes away from the lens. The image, it goes away from the focus. That we learn. But this lens can change the shape in such a way that it can reduce its focal length. Whenever the object is coming closer, it reduces the focal length and always the image is formed on retina. So what happens, whenever the object is coming closer, the lens, it bulges out. It changes the shape, it reduces the focal length. The focal length is 2 centimeter, it reduces the focal length and finally the image is formed on retina. So this fine adjustment of human lens, that it can adjust the focal length in such a way, by changing its shape, it can adjust the focal length in such a way that every time the image is formed on retina, this is called as power of accommodation of lens. But friends, it has certain limits. It has certain limit. That means it is not possible for human eye lens to adjust or to change the shape for very large extent, up to very large extent. So try one activity. Take a book, keep it away from you, keep it away from you and try to read it. You can easily read it. Take it closer and closer to your eye, then still I can read the letters which are present in it. Take it closer again, then still I can able to read the letters which are present here, but there is a stress on my eye. Why there is a stress? Because the lens changes its shape, adjusts its focal length, and therefore there is a stress on my eyes. But still, if I keep it very close to my eye, then I am unable to read the letters which are present in the book. Why? Because it is not possible for human eye lens to change the shape to that extent. And therefore, the distance, the minimum distance at which I can see without any stress on my eye, that is called as least distance of it is called as minimum distance of distinct vision. Minimum distance of distinct vision. That means it is the minimum distance at which I can read without any stress on my eye, and that distance is 25 centimeters. 25 centimeter, it is the minimum distance for distinct vision. That means for clear vision without any stress on my eye. So that is also called as near point of a normal eye. For any normal human being, normal eye, the near point is 25 centimeter. That means whenever we are reading a book, then we must keep the book at least at 25 centimeter. Because less than that centimeter, less than that distance, we can read, but there is a stress on our eye. So the minimum distance of distinct vision is 25 centimeter. It is a near point. Similarly, there is a far point also. Far point means the furthest distance at which we can see without any stress on eye. And for normal eye, it is infinite distance. Exactly, infinite distance means from 25 centimeter up to infinity. We can see all the objects very clearly without any stress. So that is the furthest point. So in this way, human eye, so before concluding, we will see it again. So what we learned today, human eye, it has various parts. The outermost part is cornea. What is the function of cornea? Almost all light falling on eye, it falls on cornea, and near about 95% of that light it gets refracted into the eye. The second part that we have seen, it is iris. Iris, it gives color to human eye. Third, that is pupil. In the center of the iris there is a circular opening which can change the diameter. That is nothing but pupil. What is the function of pupil? Pupil, it allows the light, or it controls the light entering in the eye. Then next is eye. The light which enters through pupil, it falls on lens. So this crystalline biconvex lens, it is nothing but eye lens. What is the function of eye lens? It forms image on retina, and therefore we can see the object. So the next part of human eye, the very important part, that is retina. So retina, it is nothing but photosensitive screen, light sensitive screen, due to which we can see the object. The image is formed on retina, and this retina, whenever light falls on it, it forms electrical signal, and through optic nerve the electrical signal, it is sent to brain, and brain gives, or brain interprets the signal, or brain shows the object as it is. So that is nothing but retina and optic nerve also. So these are the various parts. Then we have seen the functioning of eye lens, working of eye lens, that means power of accommodation. Lens can change its shape. It becomes flat whenever the object is very far. If we try to see the object, nearer object, then the lens, it bulges out, it changes its shape, it becomes round, and it reduces the focal length in such a way that every time the image is formed on retina. Then we have seen it also has some limitations. Power of accommodation, it also has some limitations, and therefore the near point of a normal eye, it is 25 centimeter. That means the minimum distance of distinct vision, it is 25 centimeter, and the far point of the for the human eye, normal eye, it is infinite. So this is about human eye. So we will stop here for this video. Thank you very much.